Hi, Joel Rollins here for Rave Radio on day one of ISE 2016, and I'm having a chance to sit down in one of my favorite booths. I'm at AV Stumpfl, and I have the good fortune to be sitting down with Tobias Stumpfl, who is the CEO of the company. Tobias, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for coming.
Now, I noticed your name tag immediately when I walked in. Stumpfl has always been one of the most interesting companies to me because, we knew you as a screen manufacturer, but I've come to know you as the manufacturer of one of the most advanced show control systems in the world. First of all, with a name like Stumpfl, I take it you grew up in this business.
That is correct. So I'm asked quite often what date I joined the company, but it's probably my birthday, so there's no specific date.
How does a company like Stumpfl evolve? I mean, from screens to advanced show control systems like wings.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing because most people think we have always been a screen manufacturer, which is not right. So originally we started being an electronics and software manufacturing company, which is 40 years back. So the screens only came later because the clients who bought our control systems were so fascinated by our control systems and they needed screens as well. So they asked us, could you do screens as well? Because we like the quality, how you do your products.
What's really interesting is the first time, many years ago, the first time one of your representatives in the United States approached me, it was with screens. And it actually was a couple of appointments with him before I found out about wings. And Wings is just an amazing product, although as a Mac user, I'm going to continue to beg you to develop a Mac version for it. And I imagine you've heard that a couple of times.
That is correct, yes.
So it's a great booth, and I've been looking at an 8K by 4K display that looks just phenomenal run through Wings. What's Stumpfl's real outlook for this show? I mean, what's new, and how do you see this show or how do you see Stumpfl progressing over the next year or two?
Yeah, what we are doing is we are positioning ourselves in a very premium niche segment within the media playback industry, because our new control systems and the new media servers, this is not just another playback device, this is an entirely new dimension. So they are achieving an entirely new dimension in terms of playback. So what we are showing here is an 8K by 4K playback on a curved screen with uncompressed TIFF sequences from a single server, which is something our closest competition cannot even think about. So they are still thinking about 4K displays, 2x 4K uncompressed playback, and we are showing 4x 4K, or in other words 8K from a single server in uncompressed TIFF sequences.
This has been, are there any new products being launched here this year?
Yes, I was counting the products myself before I came over here this morning, and we are launching a total of 9 new products here at the show.
How do you see that server market, which has to be changing rapidly as resolutions are shooting up, number of channels are shooting up? I'm impressed at what you're handling out of a single server. Do you see 4K and the coming 8K as being a challenge, or are you already beyond that?
Of course it's a challenge, and for us as the development company, the challenges are primarily the technical platforms. So the PC as a basic technology for the media servers has reached, we are constantly moving these boundaries all the time. So these are primarily the challenges we are facing.
I was actually thinking about that last night. I was editing one of our shows up in my hotel room on a laptop, and I realized I'm editing 3 uncompressed streams of HD and titling and effects in real time on a laptop, and I think back only a couple of years and the amount of equipment that it would have taken to do that. So, the chips have come along in power, but you've really progressed along with it. I mean, to see what I'm seeing coming out of a single server is pretty amazing. Where do you see that market going over the next few years? Not just Stumpfl, but how do you see that media server and control market developing, seeing the things that are coming on the horizon?
Of course, in terms of resolution and in terms of overall image quality, such as projector brightness and display dimensions, I think we have reached quite a maximum already. So what will be one of the challenges in future is the color depth. So as you can see on our booth, the resolution is not the bottleneck anymore, it's the color information, which at the moment is limited by technologies such as DVI or DisplayPort, which only allow 8-bit color depth per channel. So we are looking forward to do something like 10-bit maybe, but theoretically our servers are already able to deliver 16-bit, so twice the color information. So this is something which we will be addressing. And one really big thing is the service along with our product. So what we are currently developing is a strong partner network and our own service and support facilities, because what we would like to have is that our customers don't have to worry about the technology. We would like them to feel comfortable when they use our products.
Yeah, you know, the best product, having run a staging company for a lot of years, the best product is the one that really kind of disappears, letting you work with the material and not think as much about the product. And that's one of the things that I've really liked about Wings. This is, for those of you who read my staging column, this is well worth stopping by and taking a look at. Now I'm going to ask you the question that I catch every CEO on. What's the stand number here?
It's H6, but in fact we have 3 stand numbers because we are blocking 3 different stations. So I think it's H3 and H1 as well.
That's pretty good. And this hall is number one. Okay. Stop by and see Stumpfl. And stop by and congratulate Tobias, who's now CEO of AV Stumpfl. This is Joel Rollins for Rave Radio here at ISE. Thanks.